Mental clarity isn't a luxury, it's survival. In a world saturated with noise, distractions, and emotional manipulation, having a clear mind gives you an edge. The Stoics understood this long before smartphones existed. They trained themselves to rise above the chaos by building habits that acted like mental armor. These weren't complicated philosophies or abstract theories. They were simple, deliberate actions practiced every single day. Clarity begins with intention. Marcus Aurelius started each morning by preparing his mind for the day ahead, reminding himself that he would encounter selfishness, ignorance, and rudeness, and that it was not personal. This one habit, a preemptive reset, allowed him to stay calm while others reacted. The Stoics mastered their mornings because they understood that the first hour of the day sets the tone for everything that follows. Next comes the art of solitude. Contrary to popular belief, solitude isn't loneliness. It's the space where your mind breathes. Seneca wrote that we must spend time with ourselves if we wish to improve. Just 10 minutes of silence can be the difference between a reactive day and a powerful one. Because when you create space between stimulus and response, you reclaim your freedom. Another habit? Writing. The Stoics journaled, not to document their lives, but to examine their thoughts. Journaling isn't about recording what happened. It's about understanding why it happened and how you responded. Through this reflection, clarity is born. Not all thoughts deserve your attention. Not all emotions need a reaction. The fourth habit for daily mental clarity is mastering your inputs. What you consume, news, social media, conversations, shapes your thoughts. The Stoics guarded their minds as they would a fortress. Epictetus advised to avoid useless chatter and drama because mental clutter breeds emotional chaos. If you want clarity, be intentional with what you feed your brain. Silence, books, reflection. These are better inputs. Fifth, slow down. In a noisy world that rushes everything, Stoics practiced stillness, not idleness, but deliberate calm. They believed a racing mind cannot see clearly. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we must allow ourselves the time to think. Even just one deep breath between stimulus and response can change your course. Stillness creates space for wisdom to speak. Sixth, embrace discomfort. Daily stress isn't the enemy, it's the training ground. The Stoics believed every difficulty was a teacher. They welcomed challenge as a chance to sharpen their clarity and discipline. Comfort breeds fog. Challenge forges focus. Seventh, declutter your mental desk. Every day, write down what's on your mind, concerns, plans, fears. This simple act brings chaos into clarity. Marcus Aurelius did this every morning in his journal, clearing space in his mind to lead with purpose. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need clarity on what matters today. Eighth, question your thoughts. Not all thoughts deserve your belief. Epictetus taught that it's not events that disturb us, but our opinions about them. When a thought arises, like, I'm not good enough, or they don't respect me, ask, is this true, or is it just noise? This daily filtering process is essential to mental strength. Ninth, simplify your focus. You don't need to do more, you need to do less, better. Choose one goal, one priority, and give it your best energy. The Stoics aimed for excellence, not busyness. Clarity isn't about having everything figured out. It's about focusing on what truly matters and cutting the rest. And 10th, protect your peace. This is the non-negotiable. No matter what happens around you, don't hand over your inner calm. Want more daily clarity, discipline, and peace? Then consider subscribing now. We go deep into Stoic strategies every week to build a stronger, calmer you. Join the journey. As you go about your day, remember this. Clarity is not something you wait for. It's something you create. The Stoics didn't expect peace to appear in quiet moments. They forged it in the middle of chaos. Mental clarity is built by repeating small, powerful habits every single day until they become who you are. Let's look at the habit of checking your judgments again. When someone cuts you off in traffic or says something rude, your first reaction may be frustration or anger. But the Stoic habit is to pause and ask, is this within my control? If not, let it go. You've just saved your energy. That's mental clarity. Another powerful habit is intentional breathing. Before you make a decision, respond to stress, or enter an important conversation, breathe. Just 1 or 2 deep breaths. That's enough to break the cycle of reactivity. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." That pause proves him right. Even your digital habits matter. Constant scrolling, reacting, comparing, it's mental clutter. Build digital discipline. Have tech-free blocks of time each day. You'll be shocked how much mental clarity returns when you stop feeding your mind junk. These habits may seem small, but done daily, they create a powerful shift. It's like sharpening your sword a little each morning. When the battle comes, you don't panic. You're already ready. And when you're that clear, that calm, you become unshakable. Clarity is not a luxury, it's survival in a chaotic world. Without it, you drift. With it, you lead. And the Stoics knew this. They didn't chase peace, they trained for it. Through discipline, reflection, and simplicity, they built a mindset that couldn't be shaken by the world's noise. Every morning, you have 2 choices. Let the world dictate your state of mind, or choose to command it with clarity. This isn't about motivation, it's about identity. You either live as a leaf in the wind, or as the rooted tree that bends but never breaks. That's the real Stoic advantage. So ask yourself, what kind of clarity do you want to carry into the world each day? What kind of energy do you want to pass on to your work, your family, your goals? The answer starts with the habits you repeat every single morning. Win your morning, and you win your life. Now imagine this, a version of you, focused, calm, and intentional. Not just occasionally, but daily. It's not far away. It's one decision away from building those 10 habits into who you are. So I leave you with this. If someone observed your morning habits for a week, would they say you were in control of your life, or just reacting to it?